If you use a webinar funnel to sell your high-ticket offer, then you're probably expecting your biggest issue in 2025 to be a leads issue. But give me the next few minutes and I'm going to share with you the type of issue you're going to run into that prevents you from taking on more clients in 2025 and why it's not a leads issue as so many people expect. Now, first I want to talk about why lead issues are expected, especially with funnels. Well, for one, it is the most advertised issue. I mean, everyone talks and offers more leads if you have a business of any kind. Everyone on advertising, anyone who deals with social media advertising, Google, will push the message that you need more leads in order to grow your business, which is fine. Leads are a part of the equation. The thing we need to understand is more leads is advertised as the easy fix. I'm not sure if you can understand my Monday scribbles here, but if more leads are advertised as easy fix, of course you just get more leads for your business, but you've likely heard that already and tried something similar. Now, why doesn't a more leads approach work at the very first time? There can be multiple different reasons. Usually, especially if you're running a webinar funnel, you need to be mindful of any conversion problems. And when I say the word conversion, what I'm talking about is as you bring in leads to your webinar funnel, you need to be mindful of how many of those leads, those who have opted into your webinar funnel, actively show up to your webinar, watch all the way through your webinar or even part way, because it's only by that point they actually see your offer, and at the end, how many of them actively book a call. Now I'm going to visualize this. So to visualize conversion problems and lead problems, we're going to start from the ad stage, and the ad sends people to an opt-in page. The opt-in page, once people have opted in, they go to see the webinar or web, and from the webinar you will see that people often book in a call. On some occasions you have the sale right here. What a leads problem looks like is either pushing more money onto the funnel or running additional ads to put people into the opt-in page. So it only focuses on this early stage of the funnel. I bet if you've been running your webinar funnel for any length of time in 2024 that you already have hundreds of leads if you're using the budget that you need to make a webinar profitable, which I taught in earlier videos, or I can share that with you as well. If you want to know the numbers and details to make a webinar profitable, well, practically any webinar profitable, then drop the line numbers below, just the word numbers below, and I will share it with you. So what a conversion issue looks like, and I'm going to draw this in black because these are black holes where your leads will be lost. Between leads opting in and them seeing the webinar is the first black hole where leads get lost. Only a certain percentage of those people who opt in will even push play or join the webinar. Just to give you an example, 40% as an industry standard is considered to be good. If you can get above that, fantastic, but we need to be mindful of the 60% of people who will not watch the webinar, even though they've opted in. Through the natural course of the webinar, you'll lose these 60% of people. If you got 1,000 leads paid for, that's 600 of your leads right there. The second gap we need to be mindful of is them actually finishing the webinar. Now, it's likely that only, let's say 60% of people watch all the way through your webinar, depending on length. That can be a good amount of people. So 40% of those 600 have now not watched all the way through your webinar. They haven't seen your offer. They haven't continued. They clicked out. So at the same time, that's another reduction to all of the leads that you paid for. And you end up with, if we do some quick math, just under, pardon the black smudge, 300, no. So in this case, you would lose another 240 leads. And even worse, heading into the call, only 10% of people who actually see your offer will actively book a call on average for a webinar funnel. Another massive loss. So by this point, through this third black hole, you've lost 90% of those people. So just under 218 of those leads are already gone as well. So let's say you spent enough for 1,000 leads, and this is a good industry standard. This is everything going well throughout your webinar if you do not have generally conversion issues. If you have a conversion issue, then you will most certainly be, one of these factors will be far, far lower. Let's say, for example, you're only turning 1% of people who see your offer into a call. Let's say your offer isn't optimized. If you lose 99% of your leads who do watch your webinar but aren't booking a call, it doesn't matter how much money you put at the front end. It's extremely unlikely you'll be profitable, but basically a certainty. And we want to be the most certain we can that as you run your webinar funnel, you're going to be making a profit, a return on ad spend of at least 2 times. So this is the gap we need to be mindful of as we make our way to the sale. And just to mention it as well, whether people show up to the call and whether people close on the call are 2 other gaps in your webinar funnel. And I can apply this math to other ways of bringing clients through funnels as well. You have VSLs, book a call funnels. Generally, they have fewer steps, so you don't have to worry about as many leads dropping off. So you lose these leads just for reference. And messenger funnels, they have something similar as well. So you need to be mindful of these conversion problems going into 2025. And if you can fix these now, especially before anyone else starts realizing, you can be a lot more profitable and be in a much better position for your business with your advertising and closing more high-ticket offers. Thank you for watching.